Good day. This is Jeremy Robinson, Executive Director from iCoach Global, with one of our core faculty members, Bart, and we wanted to have an update conversation in front of you about what we anticipate in our 2025 iCoach Global program, which is coming soon to you online, February 21st. How you doing today, Bart?
I'm doing excellent, Jeremy. I am very excited for the 2025 cohort and our experience together. And it feels like we're getting really exciting things getting going.
I thought you had a really cool way of organizing how you're thinking about the classes and the program in general, in terms of your now famous, infamous four-legged chair. So maybe you could describe that for our viewers and listeners.
Well, as somebody who took the course and now is on the faculty of the course, it struck me that what we provide, what we do, is different than what other courses provide. And in part, it's because I think we do four things simultaneously for our participants. The first is they get to learn coaching by coaching. We give them an actual case with a real human who manages people in a real organization, and they get to start coaching.
Who's
Right?
not drilling, the real person's not drilling their key talent or high potential. Yeah.
That's right. And so they get to coach with a supervisor. So one member of the faculty serves as their mentor, coach, and supervisor through that. And they get to learn the arc as we teach it, the arc of coaching through an actual case, and get to do a 360 and get to work on a development plan. And so from the beginning, almost the very beginning of the course, they are coaches coaching in real time in real life. And I think that's an exceptional thing that we allow people to do and make part of the course. Simultaneously, unlike some other places that may have their own way of coaching, we encourage people to develop their own personal model of coaching. And so they're doing that simultaneously, and they do that through reflection. They do that through robust class discussion. They do that through learning about lenses, and are giving them opportunities to learn about those lenses and learning about assessment tools. So they're encouraged to, and part of the course is the development of their personal model. So that's two things. The third thing is we set them up for ICF certification. In a robust way. One of the key factors in that is being able to do a recorded coaching session that passes muster on the ICF core competencies, and we guide them in that process, and they do that along with the other members of the cohort. So they're going to, at the end of the course, they're going to be prepared to be an ACC with their ICF credentials. And then the fourth leg really is we talk honestly about the business of coaching. What does it mean to be an executive coach in the real world today, whether you apply that internally as a coach, externally as a coach, or add coaching to an already existing practice? So you come away with practical knowledge of what the coaching world is. So I think, and I know as faculty, we look at each week and the opportunity to touch on all four of those components in each class that we teach.
That's a great summary. I guess what we're really doing here is a trailer for the course. Part of the trailer is that also, in addition to being able to describe our program this more organized way and have it actually be a more organized program, we're also presenting Karol Wasylyshyn in one of the classes. We're assigning her amazing book, Destined to Lead, as one of the core readings. Karol is, if you don't know already, probably one of the best executive coaches working today. She's extraordinary. She's incredibly eloquent. And we're very much looking forward to her participation in our class and also the participation of her wisdom from her now famous book, Destined to Lead. So that's going to be a big highlight of the program. Another big highlight is we're expanding what we called in the past the difference and diversity component of the program. We're now bringing it in as a lens, differences and identity. And we're going to have perhaps a new faculty be much of a co-presenter in that. So that's going to take a bigger chunk up in terms of time and interest in terms of coaching and race, coaching and gender, coaching and sexual orientation. So thinking about that as a lens and thinking about how we can teach our coaches to become lens agile is another exciting development. And then last but not least, we are just much tighter in terms of thinking about the organization of the program and how we can make materials accessible and organized for our participants so it is more structured in a way that meets their needs.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, and we've been discussing this as a faculty, we are always so impressed by and delight in the way the people in our cohorts work with each other and the connections that they make, and then which continue on. You know, I still stay in touch with members of my cohort from 2018, and we've seen that go on and on in each of the classes. And I think that that's just been a very fulfilling part of being faculty. And I think it is something that everyone who's participated in this course can talk about.
Some of the participants in this last year, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Some of the participants in the program this last year remarked upon, how did you attract these people? I mean, it's sort of like they're surprised that we get such a good cohort of people who are not only exceptional executive coaches, but they are good people. They want to help. They're very collaborative. They're highly empathetic. And it's just a very fun and gifted group to be with. So that's maybe another aspect of the learning that we have not emphasized enough in the past. That you're maybe going to be in a cohort of maybe 13 other people who are at your level and will continue to provide peer coaching and learning to you. And you will be doing recorded coaching sessions with them. You'll be in class with them. You'll be learning from their example and playing and working together. And hopefully, and the journey continues post-graduation and with our alumni group.
Yeah, so you're not only experiencing your own case as you're going through it, you're experiencing 12, 13, or 14 other cases simultaneously. So the understanding is exponential. And it's a very exciting thing to watch. We enjoy seeing what happens from week 1 to week 15. There's something that happens.
Yeah, and some of the highlights are when our participants are presenting their personal model presentations, which is their approach to coaching. Sometimes we get some really colorful slides and very gifted presentations of people who've made things into games as a way of communicating, magazines, whatever. So that's been a lot of fun. And somebody who wrote a paper with rock and roll lyrics sprinkled throughout in terms of being able to identify themes to the case. So very creative approaches to coaching, aside from the coaching itself being very high quality.
Well, I look forward to spending much more time with you in class and outside of class, and I look forward to hopefully hearing from some more people so we can fill the last couple of seats in our program and get the best of the best as we usually do.
And you can reach us at info@www.icoachglobal.com or just sending an email to me at ceocoachrobinson@gmail.com. And by the way, if you're listening to this internationally, we've now officially become an international program as well. That's another differentiator. We had our first international participant from the UK this last term, and we've had 3, I think, coaching assignments which have been based internationally. I think 2 in the Netherlands and 1 in the UK.
Yeah. So there we go. iCoach Global.
We're ready for you wherever you are. So
all right. Be well. See you soon.